Good afternoon. I think we're ready to start our Red Angus show here. And we'll start with class number one, open heifers born after May 1, 2024. And we have one entry in this division.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and a really nice day to have us some cattle shows. And we start off the Red Angus show with a really nice single entry here in the May division. Really nice moderate heifer that's got some length and femininity to her, real long spine female that still has the right parts and angles to her to go ahead and offer some longevity. One that's still real green, and time will be her friend. Really nice heifer to start off the day.
First in class one went to Kaler Farms. Entering the ring now is class number two with four entries.
This next class of Red Angus heifers, really good quality all the way through. The one that's going to go ahead and win this class is the young man here, second in. That one just kind of surfaced in terms of bounce and complete. Everything matches with that female in terms of rib, power, substance, and still gets out and goes with the right set of angles. Following that one, second in class. Second place will be the young lady circling here. Another moderate, big bodied heifer maybe could come with a shot more bone to match the mass that she has up high, but a lot of brute cow pieces to bring to an operation. The other two females, both really good in their own right. The young man brings us a really good, high quality feminine female that's just a little bit greener today. And then the young man round out. That's another good one, young man, who's got some flesh and ability, got some rib, and yet still offers some look. Let's give those producers a nice round of applause.
First place in class number 2 went to Wangan Cattle Company. Second place went to JVM Cattle Company. Entering the ring now is class number 3, open heifers born March 1 to 31.
Well, a really good class of females all the way through, and the young man brings us an awfully good one. Just like the last class, this one just surfaced up to the top, pretty handedly for that one's ability to come really good in her build, be right in terms of her body shape, and still fresh in her look. That's an awfully good one to let go of, young man. Then the young lady brings us a real nice, high performing female that does the fundamentals right in terms of her angles and build, and still comes with a little bit of flesh and ability and lower body shape, like that one a good bunch too. The remaining two out here, nothing to take away. Young lady, you got a really nice, moderate, stout female that's got a lot of brood cow potential with one like that, with body shape and stoutness to her hip. And then, young man, you just come out here and you have a really nice feminine female that just gets a little bit outbeat in terms of weight, but still a really nice female. That time will be your friend.
First place in class number 3 went to Klinkner Reds. Second place went to JVM Cattle Company. Coming in the ring now is class number 4, Open Heifers, born January 15th, February 29, 2024. She is
Another really good class of red Angus heifers, and the two that we're going to go ahead and bring back, I think are just a little bit more similar in terms of their overall type and kind. Females that come with a little bit more look and presence to them, maybe are a little bit more feminine there through their front 1/3. The young lady that's going to go ahead and win the class, a heifer that brings just a little bit more stoutness and power to her, the added foot and bone, and yet still does the fundamentals of being right in terms of her angles. That'll be a really nice one down the road. Again, another one that I really like in terms of feminine quality, elegance, and silhouette. That one's really smooth about her shoulder and build and still comes with enough fleshing and rib to go ahead and put it all together for a nice look from the side. Nothing to take away from the two over here, too, that I think still do the fundamentals right. Young man, you bring us a heifer that's got some added growth and performance to her. Maybe we'd just like to see a little bit more flesh on her today. And then, young lady, you bring us a nice moderate female that's got the rib, got the power to go ahead and make it as a brood cow production. All four really good heifers. Let's give those breeders a good round of applause.
first place in class number 4 went to Lentz Red Angus. Second place went to Shady Hill Red Angus. Entering in the ring now is class number 5, Open Heifers, born January 1 to January 14, 2024.
a little bit more challenging class here with some of these older heifers. But I do think the two that come out here represent a lot of good. And the young man here, I kind of floated to that one a little bit easier, just being right in terms of her body shape and still being good at the ground and being right in her angles and still being fresh in her overall appearance to give a nice silhouette look from the side. That would be a good one down the road. And then the young man brings a heifer. I know she didn't want to cooperate the best for you and is just a little bit ornery there on the halter, but you still got to read the quality that that one brings to the table. A high performing, big outline female that's got a lot of length of body, still hits her stride and comes with a little bit more added foot and bone as well. Nothing to take away from the two out here. I think two that come with a little bit different in their type and kind. The one here in the first slot, that one just comes with a little bit more length of body. It was a little bit more refined in terms of her bone work and comes with a little bit more body as well. And then you got a moderate female that just so smooth in terms of her overall appearance and the way that she blends from shoulder to rib and then out through her hip and still covers the fundamentals of build and structure. Really good class. Let's give all them breeders a good round.
First place in class number 5 went to Barnes Family Cattle. Second place went to Tim Johnson Cattle. I'd also like to thank our judge today, Judd Swanton from Goose Lake, Iowa. He graduated from Iowa State University and he was on the livestock judging team there.
A nice lone single entry here in the young lady brings us a real long bodied heifer that when you stand in behind her comes with the added width and genuine shape there out of her hip and through her pin set and is wide at the ground and still square footed and offers some lower body shape too. And so that'll be a nice female down the road as well that still covers fundamentals. Good job, young lady.
Class number 6 went to Hine Cattle Company. Entering the ring now is class number 7, heifers born March 1 to 31 of 2023.
We get into the bred heifers and two that come in differences in type and kind. The gentleman that's going to go ahead and lead off the class, one that I think just comes a little bit fresher in terms of her appearance, is still good when you ask her to get out and go. And to me, when you step on the 3/4 view, just offers more natural turn to her upper body shape and a little bit more stoutness and width to her hip and pin set. And again, the young lady, you bring us a nice higher performing female that's got the flesh and look and is still good in terms of her body shape, and offers some foot and bone there at the ground as well. Two really good brute cow prospects that are March bred. Really good, really interested to see what they go out and do in production.
First in class number 7 went to Bayou Ranch. Second went to Griffin Red Angus. Entering the ring now will be class number 8, bred heifers born January 1 to February 28, 2023. After that, we will bring the first place winners from each class back and choose our grand champion and reserve grand champion female and keep the second place on standby.
Well, I apologize for taking a little bit more time on this bred heifer class because I think both of them have some trade-offs that I really like, and I wish I actually could combine these two together because I think they complement each other extremely well. The young lady right here in front of me, she brings us a real big-bodied, massive female. That I actually prefer in terms of her udder development. Looks to be a little bit closer in terms of gestation, but one that's simply when you get her parked offers a lot of good in terms from a body and dimension standpoint. And then you get over here to the young lady's heifer, and that one just comes with a little bit more freshness there up through her front 1/3. And that's a long bodied heifer that still offers some stoutness when you get in behind her. It offers the added foot and bone. And for me, when you park her right here on the side, she just balances up just a little bit better and offers a little bit more length off either end of her skeleton when you ask her to get out and go. Two that I really like, two that I think both offer some trade-offs. The young lady you'll have first, and then you'll be your second.
Yep. First in class number 8 went to Griffin Red Angus. Second went to Sari Rogers. Now coming in the ring, they're going to bring back your first place from each class and choose our champion and reserve champion female.
Well, if you can, let's give a good round of applause for all these breeders out here today. Really good heifer show from top to bottom, and there's some really good ones that went ahead and went back to the barn. And so make sure you look through them because there's a lot of quality throughout all these classes, and I'm really interested and excited to get to the bulls. Just real quick, I'll go through and talk them the way I see them. The young May heifer, really like that one from a greenness standpoint. I know time will be that one's friend in terms of having some length and look to her and still covering the basics in terms of structural build. The young man out of the second class brings us a real moderate, stout, heavy duty kind of female that's got the right rib shape, right stoutness to her hip, and still covers when she gets out and on the halter and is really good at bringing it all together for a really nice look from the side. Young man brings us a really nice female in there, and I remember that class, and that one just really complete to me. That one's so smooth in the way that she blends and is so good in her body shape and then gets out and goes with comfort and ease. The young lady brings us a real interesting female here next, one that is so good and so attractive up front through her front one third, offers some body shape to her. And then you get behind that one, the big footed heifer offers a lot of stoutness and width from behind, one that's got a lot of really intriguing pieces to me. The young man brings us one that out of that older open heifer division, and one that comes with a little bit more size and length to her. Still covers everything in terms of her build and structural alignment. She's so good in her angles, and then covers it with being look and extension up front, and still offers some body shape to go with it. And then we get here into the breds, and the March bred heifer comes to us real fresh, real nice in terms of her design, and still offering some body shape as well. And then that further bred heifer comes to us overwhelming in terms of body shape and offering some width from behind, offers a lot of brood cow pieces that a lot of people are looking for. Uh, I'm going to go ahead and pick out the champion. I think there's one that to me just always caught my eye. And then we'll go ahead and get a second in here. But once again, let's give all these breeders a good round of applause.
Your grand champion Red Angus female went to Lentz, lot 12 out of class number 4. And your reserve grand champion female went to Lentz, lot 6 out of class number 3. Coming in the ring next, we'll be starting our class number 9, bulls born after April 1, 2024.
Really good single entry here to start off the bull show. And this is one that probably could have withstanded a little bit of competition. A moderate, stout, rugged, masculine kind of sire that's got some pin width to him and the right body shape and still gets out and travels really, really well. Really good single entry to go ahead and start off.
Class number 9 went to TLC Livestock. Entering the ring now will be class number 10, bulls born March 1 to 31 of 2024. Ours is in class number 14.
Really good March born bull here with a single entry that's real intriguing up front and the way that he ties out of his shoulder. And then you step in behind him. That's a big hip, heavy muscled bull calf that's got a lot of potential and still has the foot and bone underneath him to offer some really intriguing pieces. Really good single entry for the young man.
Class number 10 went to Casey Linder. Entering the ring now will be class number 11, bulls born January 1 to February 29 of 2024.
We get here to some of these older age bulls, and I think really good quality out throughout the whole class. The young lady that's going to go ahead and lead off brings us one that I really like in terms of being consistent in his views. I mean, you talk about one that still parks there with a really good image, is still masculine and rugged in his look, and then you get in behind him, and he's powered up and offers some width and stoutness to him, and then gets out and covers the basics in terms of structural alignment, build, and being good at the surface. The young man that'll be here in second, I really like pieces about this one, the added foot and bone and the way that he ties out of his shoulder. And then I love that one set to his hind leg and how he sets down on his pastor. A lot of really good pieces in that one as well. And that's nothing to take away from the two that are left out here. I think two that are really good in terms of their overall kind. The young gentleman brings us a little bit more moderate one that still offers some shape up high and from behind. And then the young man brings us one that offers a little bit more growth performance. Really like that one stop and collect in the way that he puts his lines together. Maybe just want to soften him up there through his lower body, but a really good bull. And all those throughout the class. Let's give them a real good round of applause.
First place in class number 11 went to Kaler Farms. Second place went to Tim Johnson Cattle. Your next class will be class 12, bulls born September 30 to December 31 of 2023.
We get to these fall sires and two that come in a little bit different packages, but I think the fundamentals are there on both of them. The young lady that's going to go ahead and win the class brings one that's just a little bit more mature in his overall kind, real masculine in terms of the shape that he offers, and still gets out and goes with some flex and reach there on the halter. And then the young lady that's going to get here in second, really liked how smooth that one is in terms of his shoulder and how he stays good about his top line and offers some reach. Maybe just would like to masculine him up and give a little bit more body to him and dimension, but a really good herd sire that'll come with time. So, really good class. Let's give both them breeders a nice round of applause.
First in class number 12 went to Hine Cattle Company. Second went to Shady Hill Red Angus. Your next class will be class 13, bulls born September 1 to September 29 of 2023.
Well, another class of bulls that comes with a little bit of variety in terms of type and kind. The young lady that we'll go ahead and start with. For me, I just came to that decision just based off that one's build and being a little bit more freer there at the surface, being a little bit smoother in his overall kind, and yet still comes with a really good look from the side when the young lady gets him parked. Just comes together and offers the least amount of faults, and that's going to be one that's going to offer a lot of good when he's set out to production. The young man brings us here in second, one that's moderate, stout, and robust in his overall kind. I really like the rib shape that he offers and the stoutness to his width. Maybe he's a little swollen in his hock, but I think his angles are still pretty good, and one that I think offers some extreme pieces from a power standpoint. And then the young lady out there, I know the bull is wanting to act up a little bit, but another nice one that covers fundamentals is still really good in his size. And if you want to increase stoutness and power in your herd, I encourage you to go after that one because he is a big back masculine one that offers a lot of stoutness from the ground up. Really good class all the way through. Let's give those breeders a good round of applause.
First place for class number 13 went to McCartan Cattle Company. Second place went to Brody Linder. Entering the ring now will be class 14, bulls born January 1 to March 31, 2023.
we get to some of these 2 year olds, and boy, this is what makes it exciting because all three of these are really good in what they bring to the table. All are different in terms of their type and kind. The one that the young man is going to go ahead and lead off on, that was just the one that I flowed to pretty quickly in terms of that one's build and offering some power and masculinity to him, still being right in terms of his body shape. Really like that one and how he's consistent in his views. Really good one to lead off the class. The one that's going to go here in second, I think it's pretty close here between second and third because again they come a little bit different packages. This one just comes a little bit more fault free in terms of structural build and being a little bit more comfortable in his shoulder and how he carries out into his hip and hind leg. One that still comes with some look and presence from the side, still offers some width from behind when you step in there. And then the one that's going to go ahead and be here in third, and one that I really like from a masculine and power standpoint. I really like how that one's a little bit more conservative in the size and makes up for it with power, dimension all the way through. Another really good one to go ahead and be there in third. One that'd be really interesting to have in production. Let's give all three of those breeders a nice round of applause.
First place in class number 14 went to Wangan Cattle Company. Second place went to JVM Cattle Company. Class number 15, bulls born July 1 to December 31 of 2022. After this class, we'll be having the first place winners come back to the ring and they'll be choosing your grand champion and reserve grand champion bull.
Well, a really good single entry to go ahead and round out the classes here today. And the gentleman brings us one that visually, if you want to improve the performance and growth in your herd, this is the way to go. I really like the power that this one packs. And when you get behind him, he's big in his hip and all the way down through his lower quarter and offers a lot of really good power pieces that will be productive in someone's herd. Really good late entry here. Let's give this exhibitor a good round of applause.
Like to thank our Red Angus judge today, Judd Swanton from Goose Lake, Iowa.
Well, as we round out, let's give all the breeders a good round of applause for an excellent show today. Like I said before, a really good show from top to bottom on both the heifer and the bull side. There's a lot of quality throughout this sale. I encourage you to go back and still look at some of the ones that went back to the barn because there's still quality there. And then you get here on the bull side of things, really, really good pieces. And there's more than just cleanup bulls out here. There's some herd sires that offer some really good pieces to bring back to an operation and to improve upon. And I'd be really interested to see what the EPDs look like on some of these and how they compare and how they could be influential within an operation. But I just wanted to tip my hat to all the breeders for bringing out a really good offering, not for this show as well as the sale. And I give all my best luck to you guys in that. Just go ahead like we did in the heifers. I'll just give a quick little description of how I see all these first class win with all these class winners. The young bull that goes ahead and start. That was a really good way to start off the bull show. I really like that one from a build standpoint and how he pieces everything together and does so with the right package in terms of lines, dimension, shape, and then how he blends really good into his shoulder. That one again, time will be his friend, and that'll be an interesting one to see as a 2-year-old. The young man that brings out the darker tone bull, I really like that one's look up front and how he complements it with a lot of power when you step in behind him. Real big hip, heavy muscled sire there to win that class. The bull that's circling around for the young lady just isn't wanting to cooperate as good out here, but that doesn't go against anything of his quality because there's a lot of really good in that one. The way that he blends everything together and does it so consistent in his views. I really love the masculine, rugged look that he's got, matches his matches the power and stoutness that he offers to him, and then he still goes out and is pretty free when you ask him to get out and go. The young lady brings us a really good bull that covers the fundamentals in terms of build, balance, and still having some power to go out there and be an influential bull and for someone's herd. The young lady brings us another one, really good soft-haired bull that's offered the bone, foot, offers a good look from the side, really good about his shoulder angle, still gets out and goes free and easy, still offers a little bit of muscle when you get in behind him as well. We get into these older 2-year-olds and the young man that came out of that first class of older sires. I really like that masculine stout look that he's got. You get him parked there on the side. That one just comes out really good out of his shoulder, is real strong there behind his shoulder as well. And for the amount of length, he still carries it with a good amount of body shape, power from behind. And I love the setup and angles that he's got through his lower skeleton and how soft he is at the ground, big and robust in terms of his overall kind. And then you get out here to that last class. And like you said, if you want to advance power, performance in your operation, here's a sire that can do that. And I really like when you get behind him, that one's big and broad over the top side of his skeleton. You get behind, he packs a powerful punch as well. Again, really like the bulls all the way through. I think I know what I'm going to do, but I just want to thank you guys for letting me come out here and sort your cattle today. I know this kind of dictates how the sale is going to go, but I think it's a real positive reflection of the quality that you got here in the Red Angus breed. And I think it's really important that we continue to do this type of thing and support all aspects of the cattle industry, whether that's show or production. There's a lot of variety out here that you can use to bring back to an operation and improve upon as well. So again, thank you for letting me come out here and sort your cattle. Best of luck with the sale tomorrow. And again, really good job to all the breeders. Let's give them another round of applause. I'll go get you a couple champions.
Your grand champion bull went to Wangan, class number 14, lot 1. And your reserve grand champion bull went to Kaler Farms, class 11, lot 21.